Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Thursday, which means it's time to do some YouTube Q&A with you guys. Discovering Natural wrote and asked this: filming inside versus filming outside. How does that impact your views? I always film inside, but did my most recent video part outside and inside and was just wondering what you thought. Good question. This is one that I have been thinking through myself. There's certainly a lot of pros to shooting indoors. For example, it's more likely to be quiet. You don't have to deal with wind. You don't have lots of background noise. You can control your lighting and your setup and your environment. It just makes it a lot easier to control the type of look that you want on your video. Whereas if you shoot outside, you'll have, wind, you'll have background noise, you have birds, animals, dogs, airplanes, air conditioners. You get a lot of things happening around you that could result in a lesser quality video as far as the production value is concerned. But there's nothing that can replace good old sunlight. The images tend to look a lot warmer. The colors seem to be a lot more vibrant and natural, and people just seem to be a bit more attracted to that type of image. But it really does depend on the mood that you're trying to set in your videos and what you're trying to communicate, and if you don't want other distractions, there's a lot of variables to consider. So in videos like this, where it's just kind of like a talking head talking to a camera, you can get away with pretty much everything. But I moved away from the basement look because it felt like depressing and dreary and just dark. And I did notice that when I did shoot a couple videos outside, that it tended to get more favorable comments. I got more likes on those videos. They relatively, generally speaking, got more views. And so I, here at Video Creators, did see a correlation between bright natural daylight and the number of views and the amount of engagement and interaction I got. Now, of course, there's other variables to consider, like the topic and the amount of sharing that happens around the video and other things. But generally speaking, I do think that natural light and warm colors do make your video generally more appealing, especially if you're doing like what I was doing and just sitting in a dark basement talking. So what I'm trying to do now is looking for something that still feels a bit more personable, but it still has like a professional feel to it. I know a lot of people are really doing like the infinite white background, which is super easy to set up and it's really cheap to do and it looks great. I personally felt like that feels a little bit too sterile for me. I want something a little bit more personable than that, so I'm experimenting with this black backdrop and some lighting stuff, that I just have here in my basement to try to see what else I can come up with that might work to try to strike that balance between personable and professional. Although I do think that this setup leans a little bit too far towards professional and not enough towards personable for me, so I'm gonna keep playing with it and see what I come up with. But in the meantime, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below about how you feel different lighting and setup impacts views and the tone that you're communicating and how people feel, just generally speaking, about your videos. How would you answer Discovering Natural's question? Comment below and leave those. And if any of you guys are thinking through this on your own channels like I am right now, definitely read those comments below and I will be looking forward to reading them myself and hearing what you guys have to say. Not just with feedback about this setup here, about the balance between professional and personable, but just like about this whole topic in general. So thank you for giving input to me. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe. Every Thursday I take a question from one of you guys to do my best to answer it, to help you guys out. On Tuesdays, we'll be doing some YouTube news, talking about the updates that are happening on this platform and what all those changes mean for us as creators. Then on Wednesdays, we'll be giving you guys some YouTube tips, ideas, suggestions, and advice, and on Thursday, Q&A just like this. And I do all this because I really believe that a lot of you guys have messages that the world needs to hear, messages that need to spread, and I want to do everything I can to help you guys build your YouTube channels and your audiences so that the people who need to hear what you have to say can just simply find you and hear what you have to say. So thank you for letting me be a part of helping you guys do that. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.